What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk some Lakers basketball. If you have not subscribed to the channel, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. So the Lakers lost a heartbreaker at the Houston Rockets tonight, 138 to 134 in overtime. And to add insult to injury, the Lakers lost Lonzo Ball to a severe sprained ankle early in the third quarter when the Lakers were playing well and had a big lead. He was carried off the floor by his teammates. He was in a wheelchair at one point, and he was actually brought to the hospital. So the Lakers take a very tough loss in a game that they led for 47 minutes and 58 seconds of regulation. They never trailed for a single second of regulation. And they also lose their starting point guard. The x-rays did come back negative, but then again, so did LeBron's x-rays, and now LeBron's been out about a month almost. So Lonzo's probably going to be out for a while. Lakers take a tough loss tonight. They are now 25-22 on the year. They are back down to the 9th seed and currently out of the playoffs. And they play at home against the Golden State Warriors on Monday night, probably with no LeBron, Rondo, or now Lonzo Ball. So a tough night for the Lakers. The Lakers really dominated this game. In the first quarter, they came out hot. Kuzma scored 20 points in the first quarter, the first Laker player to do that since Kobe Bryant. Lonzo Ball was playing really well. He had 8 points, 7 assists in the first quarter. In the second quarter, more of the same. The Lakers really took over the game. The Lakers led 64-46 at half. Kuz had 24 points at half. Lonzo had 8 points, 9 assists. And the Lakers did a great job defensively on James Harden in the first half. James Harden had just 16 points, and the Rockets shot just 32% in the first half, so the Lakers led by 18. In the third quarter, it would all swing when Lonzo Ball got hurt. Luke Walton got ejected from this game. Harden got some technical free throws, and the Rockets went on a big run. The Lakers led 86-82 after the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Lakers bench played very well. Lance Stevenson hit 3 big threes to build the Lakers' lead back up. Ivica Zubac came in, was playing big once again for the Lakers. He should have started this game. I said in the prior video, if Luke Walton does not start Zubac, he should be fired and banned from basketball. He started Tyson Chandler again. Zubac ended up getting 21 minutes total because he played most of the fourth quarter and a little time in overtime before he got fouled out. But Zubac's really only playing big minutes late. He needs to be playing 30-plus minutes because he's the best big man on this team, and he's putting up huge production in the minutes that he is playing. So the fourth quarter, the Lakers got up by 9 at one point again, and Harden just started hitting crazy threes. He banked one in. He was doing his signature push-off, step-back three. So Harden hit a couple big threes. What really bothers me about it with James Harden is the one on KCP where he pushes off with his forearm. KCP falls back about 5 feet. Harden does his step back, pulls up, and then falls on the ground without being touched. So not only does he offensive foul you by pushing off with his arm, but then he falls on the ground without being touched. So James Harden is just so frustrating to watch. I'll get to the rest of that in a minute. But Harden just started banking in crazy threes. The Lakers were up 118-117 with just about 10 seconds to play in the game. The Rockets would foul Zubac. Zubac went to the line, hit both his free throws, giving the Lakers a 3-point lead with 5 seconds to play. The Rockets called timeout, got the ball at half court, inbounded to Eric Gordon, and Eric Gordon pulled up from 3 with KCP on him, hit the 3 to tie the game at 120 and send this game into overtime. Now KCP didn't even contest the shot. He didn't even put his hand up because he was scared he'd get called for a foul, and that's how you have to play against the Rockets. The announcers even said it was a good play. The announcer said it several times tonight when the Lakers did not put their hand up to contest, that it was a good play because even the announcers know the Lakers would get called for a foul. In overtime, they would go back and forth. Brandon Ingram really came on in overtime. He scored 11 points in overtime. The Lakers and Rockets would go back and forth. The Lakers would score, and then the Rockets would get fouled and go to the line. The Lakers would score, the Rockets would get fouled and go to the line. The Rockets did not score a field goal in the last 4 minutes of overtime. It was all free throws, and eventually the Lakers could not score after the Rockets made their free throws. KCP pulled up for a very bad three, with just about 15 seconds to play in the game. He airballed a three. The Rockets would hit their free throws on the other end. Ingram made a layup to cut it to 2, but that didn't do us any good with 5 seconds to play. Rockets hit their free throws again. Lakers down by 4. And that was the game. The Lakers lost 138 to 134. But it's a very frustrating game for the Lakers. They dominated this game, really for the majority of the game. And you end watching the game, and I just don't understand how you're supposed to guard James Harden. The only way I can explain this is that James Harden has the refs in some sort of a trance, like he has them hypnotized, because he just has complete control over these refs. He travels almost every play. He offensive fouls with his push-off, takes 3 or 4 steps back, and then he flops. Every time he drives to the rack, he gets the foul call. So the Lakers have played the Rockets 3 times this year, lost all 3. The first time they played is when the fight broke out between Rondo and Chris Paul because the Lakers were pissed off all the calls the Rockets were getting. That's when Ingram came in and punched Chris Paul. They got suspended. The second time, the Rockets kind of blew the Lakers out, but the Lakers were playing with their hands behind their back the whole game. And then this game, the Lakers led from start to finish, let the Rockets tie it up at the end of regulation, and the Rockets would win in overtime. But the NBA's got to look at this, and they got to do something about it, because I know the whole NBA is fed up. Me as a Laker fan, I always feel like the Lakers are getting screwed. You look at the OKC game a couple nights ago, the refs even admitted all those mistakes they made against the Lakers. Could have cost the Lakers the game. Luckily, the Lakers won. But the Rockets are getting treated differently than other teams. I understand they protect stars. Stars get calls. But if Kuzma or Ingram was to do that push-off with his arm every play, he would get called for an offensive foul. James Harden does not get called. For an example, tonight the ball went off Zubac. The refs missed it. They called it Laker ball. The Rockets team went crazy yelling and screaming. D'Antoni went crazy yelling. And the officials instantly reversed the call. It was the right call, but the point is, when it happens to the Lakers and the Lakers get mad, the Lakers get teed up. The refs don't want to hear it. So it feels very one-sided right now. Zubac got called for 4 fouls, basically on 4 plays in a row, that got him fouled out of the game. So the Rockets are just a very tough team to play against. I really have no respect for James Harden as a basketball player. I understand he's a great player. He's a great talent. But to me, the way he plays, his style, really takes away from how great he is. The Rockets overall tonight, they shot 68 threes. To me, they just play a very boring brand of basketball. It's shoot a 3, pass it to someone else to shoot a 3. And if you're not open, pass it to someone else to shoot a 3. Or Harden just goes ISO, drives on someone, and gets the foul call every time. So it's a tough loss for the Lakers, and to make it even worse, they lose Lonzo Ball. He's been playing so well right now. So the Lakers are in a tough spot, currently out of the playoffs. They got Golden State Monday night. That's another tough game with Boogie Cousins back. But the Lakers had this game. They dominated this game. They let it slip. Lakers shot 52%. Rockets shot just 42% tonight. The Lakers had 56 rebounds to the Rockets' 39 rebounds. So that's a game you got to win. But what can you do? The Rockets got crazy hot from 3. They were just, hitting every 3 in the end of the game. And it was just too much for the Lakers. But I'm really proud of these young Lakers, how they're battling through adversity right now. With all the injuries, LeBron, Rondo, with the suspensions at the beginning of the year, this team's been through a lot of adversity, and they continue to fight, and they continue to play hard, so I'm very proud of them for that. Obviously the Lonzo injury kills the Lakers. I hope he can get back soon. X-rays were negative, but I expect him to be out for a while. Kyle Kuzma continues to turn into a star right before our eyes. He had 32 points again tonight. Now 20 were in the first quarter and 24 in the first half. He kind of went silent in the second half, but Kuzma's putting up huge numbers right now. Brandon Ingram, I give him credit for being one of the only people to step up in overtime, but overall right now I'm just not seeing it with him. I don't see the number 2 pick potential right now, and if there's a trade out there to be had, the Lakers should move Brandon Ingram in my opinion. Zubac deserves to start. Ivica Zubac should be the starter for the Lakers. Luke Walton needs to make that switch because Zubac has earned his keep on this team. At the end of the day, Kuzma had 32, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Lonzo, 8 points, 11 assists in 21 minutes. Zubac, 17 points, 7 rebounds in just 21 minutes. He was 8 for 8 at the free throw line. Stevenson's playing huge for the Lakers right now. He had 16 points, 4 of 8 from 3. And I said earlier today the Lakers could win this game if they held James Harden to 40 or under. Harden scored 42. Of course, he got over the 40-point mark in overtime. 42 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He was 14 for 30 overall, 8 for 19 from 3, and he made 12 free throws. So all this guy does is chuck threes and free throws, and when he does drive, he gets fouled every time. Eric Gordon stepped up for the Rockets tonight, 30 points. And overall, the Rockets were just too much between the refs and the Rockets hitting threes late. It was just too much for these young Lakers. But I'm seeing a lot of improvement out of the Lakers besides Brandon Ingram. He's the one player, he's very frustrating to watch. When he drives, he either gets stripped or he gets blocked or he gets thrown around and it's a turnover. So I don't know what to say about Ingram. He's got to be better. He's got to improve, or the Lakers are definitely going to move him. But a tough loss for the Lakers tonight. I don't know how they're going to regroup from playing in overtime 2 games in a row, and now they got to play Golden State Monday night with Boogie Cousins now on Golden State and back healthy. Golden State looks unbeatable. I did a video on the Lakers regretting not signing Boogie Cousins this summer, so go check out that video. The Warriors are basically unbeatable now. That you might as well just give them the championship now. But that's all I got for today, man. I will definitely be back with a reaction Monday night to the Lakers-Warriors. I will also do a video to update the status of Lonzo Ball once we get an update back and we know everything that's going on. So definitely look out for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch y'all later, and go Lakers.